Hey there, welcome to the Morning Shred, brought to you by snowboards.com. I'm Jenna, this is AJ from K2, and we're going to talk about the K2 Yeah Yeah binding. So AJ, great binding for intermediate level rider?
Yep, strong binding for an intermediate rider. This binding definitely excels more towards the park girl. It still has all the stability to go ride all mountain, but it really excels when you're out in the park. And one of the things that really gives it that freestyle orientation is the high back, and it's called the tweak back. This model, we call it the peace back because it kind of looks like a peace sign on the high back, which is super cool, but it is functional. So it just has a really great torsional flex. So for a girl that's getting into a lot of nose presses, any kind of tail press, or where she's getting into her grabs and tweaking out a big method, it has all that ability to just flex with where your foot is actually going with your boot. But when she's, let's say, kind of just going out and cruising with her friends, she goes from a toe side to a strong heel side turn. It does have a reinforced spine in the high back, so she can crank on a nice heel side turn and not have it kind of fold over on her.
And overall, would you say it's soft enough for that girl who's maybe just starting out but thinks she may eventually down the road get into some park riding, get into something where she'd want that softer high back, but for the time being, it'll still be forgiving enough to learn on, right?
Absolutely. So it's perfect for that girl. She can easily, still get into it with the aspect of, hey, it's going to be soft enough to learn on, but as I grow, it's going to progress with me for quite some time. So it's really great for that girl as well, but it first excels towards that intermediate rider, but an entry-level girl can still get on it.
Great. And toolless adjustment on all the straps,
so
right?
all the straps are going to be easy to adjust. So for me personally, I switch up my bindings 6 different times a season a lot. So it's very easy to adjust just if you want to get a new stance or just tighten down a different way, but it's super easy. There's no tools. It's pretty much just on the inside of the toe straps. There's going to be buckles that you open up, and the toe straps, ankle straps will slide up and down to adjust that. So super easy to do that as well.
Soft flexing, women specific. All that, right?
Exactly.
And footbeds are cannon, correct?
Cannon footbed, so 3 degrees inwards, just meaning that it's going to allow your hips and your knees to kind of line up a little bit more efficiently. As well, for the park girl, it's going to allow you to add more pressure to the outside of the binding, so when you go to ollie or nollie, it's going to give you more pop and more energy to do that. Great.
Well, there you go. That's the K2 Yeah Yeah binding. Awesome binding for the intermediate girl who's looking to get into the park a little bit, as well as do some just free riding with the softer binding. So make sure to check it out on snowboards.com. And thanks for watching The Morning Shred.